Hi everybody, I am Cookie Dough and welcome to an all new Let's Play in Europa Universalis V. Yes, it is finally here. It just dropped last week on Tuesday. I have been so excited about this game, and to say the least, it is quite overwhelming. Especially since unfortunately, I had a very, very busy week this past week, and I was hoping I could at least get to play a little bit on my own and kind of figure out, at least get my mind around this game and see what's going on. But I've only managed to maybe play around 12 to 15 hours or so throughout the week before I started doing this recording here. But I figured, you know what? Let's still do it. Let's kind of get in the game. Let's do a let's play. Let's get our minds around it together, hopefully. Yeah, just take kind of one step at a time. And as you can see, we will be playing as Castile in this let's play. Uh, Hopefully it's not even more overwhelming than it is. I figured maybe if we go with Castile, it's a bigger country. Maybe we have more of a chance of survival versus playing like a smaller country next to like a France or somewhere in the HRE, and then we just kind of get gobbled up pretty quickly, and then it's over, and that would be sad. So let's go ahead and kind of just. I know there's a ton of videos out there from other creators that go through how the game works, how it all goes. Since I don't obviously know all that much about it, I personally have watched quite a few of those videos just to kind of, again, try to help wrap my mind around it. But I will just kind of like get going into the game. I'm not going to try to explain too much, maybe some things here and there. But again, I'm just going to go into the game, see what we can do. And first of all, I do want to do is automate a couple of things. Production methods I will automate. I also want to automate the replace admiral and general tab, because I don't want to really mess around with that too much. And for right now, I do also want to automate trade. So we will go ahead and automate trade. It's already gotten us to make a bunch of money here. So we will go ahead and do that. We will open up the gold or the economic panel right away. I do want to increase some more of my money here. I will go ahead until this number is still green. Probably could go one more, two more. There we go. We'll still keep it till it's still just green. Cost of court, we can probably go ahead and knock that down a little bit. Maybe go ahead and knock down the burger taxes and the noble taxes, just so that they are at 50%. I don't want them to get too pissed off right away. Plus, these guys are already kind of on the pissy side, so we will try to keep them a little bit more on our side. You know what? Stability. Let's go ahead and increase our stability a little bit more. Let's get it to maybe 15 per month, or at least 0.15 a month for now. We will go ahead and do that. We will obviously our king, beautiful King Alfonso the 11th, the Avenger, sorry, the Bourgogne. So he's our king. He has some pretty decent stats, and he has a very underaged son here for now. So for the crown, we do have Crown of Castile, which does have change policy cost, which is not too shabby. Manpower plus 10%, monthly legitimacy plus 0.05, which is actually pretty decent. And monthly progress to aristocracy plus 0.1. That's not too bad for now, which is okay. And we also have feudal nobility, which gives nobility estate satisfaction equilibrium, loyalty of subjects, monthly progress to traditional economy. I'm going to talk about this maybe later on, but the traditional economy might not be the best thing in the kind of like more long term. For now, we will keep it at this. The nobles, we have monetary fiefs, maximum tax for the nobles is minus 10%. Noble levy size is minus 10%. Monthly progress to centralization is plus 0.5. I do like the centralization. The levies and taxes, not so good. We will try to see to get away from that one. Royal marriage rights, efficiency of our cabinet, which is pretty decent. We get fortification licenses, which gives 4 limits plus monthly progress to decentralization. That is a little bit contradicting to the centralization part. I do like the centralization more than the decentralization. So we may be looking to get this fortification license revoked sooner rather than later. And we have land rights, which is tax efficiency, always nice, and more progress towards aristocracy. Clerics here, we got military orders, which gives us some discipline, which is nice. Some more discipline here. Army morale, army maintenance. Okay, this is all pretty good, so we will definitely keep this in. Enforced religious unity, pop conversion speed, nice. Communalism plus 10%, okay, or plus 0.1, which is not too shabby. Religious literacy rights, and we get max literacy for clergy, not too bad either. Burghers, we have building road right. Burghers allowed to build roads, that's fine. And then monthly progress to centralization, plus 0.1. I do like this one. That one we'll keep for sure. We have market fairs, which does give us prosperity, but also decentralization, which is a little bit on the crappy side. And then we got formal guilds, which gives us progress towards plutocracy, which is nice. And then the commoners, we have caballeros Villanos, I would imagine, since it is Spain. Pop promotion speed, nice. Monthly progress to free subjects, not too bad. Again, early game, maybe the free subjects not so good, but the pop promotion speed is really good though. Pop join rebel threshold. This is not the greatest. Again, we will maybe try to look to revoke this as well. Sooner rather than later. Communal lands, we got noble power, monthly progress to decentralization, 0.2, which is definitely something we wouldn't mind revoking as well. Hunting permits, which gives noble estate satisfaction, minus 2.5%, wild game output plus 20%, and more free subject movement, which is again not the greatest. Common militias, peasant levies, more army, levy combat efficiency, nice. Peasants allowed weapons, yes. This again is good for the military stuff, but maybe the peasants allowed weaponry might come back to bite us in the butt. And free mobility for the common people, which allows peasants to migrate, allows laborers to migrate. Noble estate satisfaction, equilibrium minus 5, which kind of sucks, but monthly progress to free subjects is growing, which we do have quite a lot. And then this is what all those values will be coming down to. So we are very much in the traditional economy route here, which I rather want to go maybe a little bit further into capital economy, but we will hopefully try to do that later on. For right now, we will keep it as is. Communalism, again, individualism is better for the army because it gives some bonuses to morale and navy, for armies and navy, and some migration speed, but the satisfaction equilibrium for the states is lowered. I personally always like to go towards quality for my army rather than quantity, especially I guess here. More early game, I think the quality is better. Maybe later on the quantity might be a little bit better once we get past some things like the early game where we will have to deal with the Black Death that will kill about basically, it should almost kill half our population. Then we got here conciliatory versus belligerent for what is this policy or value for? Societal value. So we are a little bit belligerent, but we are going to conciliatory, which is not too bad. Serfdom versus free subject. If we are more in the camp of serfdom right now, but it is going towards free subject, so we'll leave it for now. This is okay. Later on, I do want to get it kind of more even versus aristocracy and plutocracy. Spiritualist, I'd rather have a little bit more in the humanist one, but again, for now, let's go aristocracy because it does give us more discipline, so we'll stay on that. Spiritualist, humanist, again, we'll keep all of this as is, and hopefully we can swing a little bit more towards centralization here. Okay, I have been gabbing on for 10 minutes now, so let's just get into and hire some cabinets here. Let's see who is available here. We can... Yeah, these guys are all a little bit... Let's hire this guy here. We'll hire you. And we will also hire Alfonso de Guzman. Sure, we'll hire both of you guys. That is fine. We will assign him something here very soon, but let's go ahead and get some research going. For right now, we only have organized religion, so I will just press that for now. We will go ahead and do that. We have some children that need a better education. So we have, this is our ruler's son, but he's not the... Okay, he's not the actual heir, so that's fine. He's ambitious, so he gets some diplomatic and administrative ability increase during education, which is nice. So you know what, for that reason I will go ahead and get you military focused, because you will get that 0.3 here, which will add to the 0.25 for the other stats as well. We have this guy here who's also our ruler's son. Unfortunately, he's a little slow. You know what, let's get you to do some diplomatic education. That's fine for me. And we can have some possible rivals. So we already have rivaled Morocco. I think it is inevitable. I think Aragon will rival us, so we will go ahead and rival Aragon right away. I think they're going to come and rival us no matter what. And I will also rival Tlemcen for now. Actually, hold on. Can I rival Navarra? That's right, Navarra. I think I can. There we go. We will rival Navarra, Aragon, and Morocco in here. So that is our rivals there. We do have some cabinet actions. Okay, so cabinet actions, let's wait on that for a second. We have pop needs here. We have a bunch of markets that we are in, but our main market, Burgos. So if we go to the market panel, right, our capital is up here in Valladolid, and we have Burgos, Sevilla, Barcelona, and Lisbon as our markets. Even some of it is under the FAS here, or Fez, I think it would be. But most of it is kind of in the south and is part of Granada, which we will not worry about right now. So if you go to Burgos, people need a bunch of stuff here, including furniture, fine cloth, all of this stuff. But what I do want to build first and foremost is I want to find some lumber. So let's go ahead and see if we can get some more lumber going, just to get us more things to do. I know this says that we will lose some profitability here, but I will build a lumber here in Bilbao. Let's go ahead and do that. We could have actually done one in here. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that in our capital for now. We will do that in our capital. And I do also want to do is masonry, which we will... everyone else will be a little bit... So let's build one. Sure, let's build you one. Actually, no, you can go to Burgos. That's at least a little bit less. And we'll build you one in here for now. But we will also go ahead and build some fine cloth. We will go ahead and build one in here. We will build some furniture. Where's furniture? We'll go ahead and build some furniture. We will put most of this right now into our capital. And what else are we lacking? Some books, some fruit. Let's get some fruit here for... We'll get you 2 fruit in here as well. But for now, let's just unpause here. There will be a few things happening. I will increase to speed 4. We queued up some buildings. We did a bunch of stuff. So let's just go ahead and have stuff. There we go. Navarra, Portugal, and Aragon has rivaled us. And there's a bunch of buildings missing some inputs. So fine cloth here is probably missing a bunch of stuff in here, but we will see what happens. And we have something happening here, which is the 100 Years' War. Hopefully we will not have to deal with that. I am most definitely not going to be involving myself with it. So this is between, obviously, England and France, seeing if England may be able to get to take the French crown. I mean, I highly doubt it, but let's see what happens on that front. And that gets here, it's a situation, it's a big situation. For the next 100 years, this will be here. There will be kind of a counter between France and England. Defensive alliances for each of them, who would be, obviously France has way more because they do have all of the French lands here, but the English have most of their islands, so they're obviously much stronger than England for now. But again, that could flip around. The English could do something, but we will see what happens here. Okay, so we need some books as well. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and build some books. You got Toledo here, which is a little bit further away from my capital. And I will showcase that here in a second. But I will build one in Toledo, one in Cordoba, and one in Sevilla. I will unpause here while I do this. So control is a big thing right now in this game here, and most of the control is being influenced, or all of the control is really being influenced from where the capital is. So the capital is at 100%, and the further away you get, the lower it gets. Now, there's some things that do increase control, like I think forts do increase the control a little bit, and some certain other things do as well. One thing that does increase stuff is roads, which if you open here, all of this red things means that there is roads going all over our country. Now, there should be more roads, I think. over time, there will be different types of roads. Right now, we just have gravel roads. So, I mean, and they're quite expensive, okay? I will showcase that here in a second. So, increase in commons across our country and increase in the formation of commons shared land between the commoners has been noted. This is, I'm going to just refer this as the commoners because there is the commoners, the burghers, the clergy, and the nobility. For flavor, they have it in what most countries have it, at least in the language they have or what they were being referred to at the time. But I will just use English words because do not want to try to butcher any of these pronunciations. Of course, the burghers complain that the commons are an outdated method, one less productive than their conversion into enclosures. The commoners vehemently oppose the idea, citing age-old rights and the importance of the commons to their livelihood. The decision now falls upon the state. Should we uphold tradition and allow the commons to flourish, or do we seek a path forward into the modernization of our agricultural framework? So uphold the commons, which gives us stability. Social value goes towards traditional, which is already at 90. Madrid gains bountiful harvest, which is not too shabby. Or favor enclosures, which loses their satisfaction, and we lose some thing. Again, going towards a capital economy would be nice. We get agricultural boom everywhere, though. Wheat output, maize output, rice output, food production. You know what? Maybe we will go ahead and do this a little bit early in the game here and deal with them being a little bit pissed off. Yeah, that will definitely piss them off quite a bit. You know what? Let's do this and favor the enclosures. We will have to deal with that for now. Okay, we will have to deal with that. We have here, heir can have better education. So this is our actual heir. So he is rowdy, which gets military ability increase during that. So he will get military increase no matter what by 0.5. So let's go ahead and give him some administrative education, which will give him 0.75 in administrative and 0.75 in military due to his rowdy trait. Oh yeah, we can do possible diplomatic action, which I did not do. For now, let's go ahead and no, I can't do that just yet. I have to first build a spy network on Granada here. And we will also build a spy network on Morocco. For now, we will do that. And we will also go ahead and improve some relationship with France. Better to be friends with them than not. So we will go ahead and do that. We also have here a thing that we have a possible target of the jihad. So let's see how that goes. And we have our first little disease outbreak. This is just a little taste of what's to come. For right now, these are not, it will get some decrease to our population modifier, how much we gain per month, but it's nothing compared to what will happen once the Black Death shows up. Okay, and now our Chancellor report. It appears that Fernando de Bourgogne, a child of the Crown Castile, gained the shrewd trait. Okay, so is he... Okay, so you gained shrewd. That's great. And you can also get... So he has military and administrative. You know what? You will get military education for right now. And the cabinet. Now, let's do cabinet here. Let's get this guy to do... We can do encourage migration. Actually, hold on. This guy's 86. I think this guy will be better for some military stuff. Stabilize, strengthen government, monthly legitimacy, stability, investment is pretty decent here. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Let's raise our stability a little bit more. So we will go ahead and do some stability increase with you. And this guy here, he's somewhat decent here. I can develop, encourage migration, increase province control. All of our provinces, I think, mainly up here. But let's go ahead and do some control over here. And let's try to maybe go ahead and increase some control here in Toledo. And we will just kind of let that go in there. And then these guys are getting a little bit pissy, so let's see what we can do. We can intervene in some wars. Let's not do that. Okay, there we go. We're losing some population and all of that. The Libro de Bueno Amor. One of our priests has studied this subject of love and the difference between what he calls good and foolish love intensely. Juan Ruiz has now published a revised collection of this material. The manuscript contains an autobiography of the author, moral lesson in the form of fables that of love affairs and parodical accounts of the medieval deeds. Excellent news. We spend some money. We get population growth, which is nice. And this guy, that seems pretty good. Excellent news. Let's spend some money and we'll get some more people coming in here. Okay, this is interesting. We have the claim the throne casus belli on Portugal. Portugal, do you have any alliances? You're allied to Navarra. Yeah, enemies. You know what? This may be a good time to just go ahead and do this. Yeah, I could just declare war. We have way more military. I think we should be able to do this, and we would be able to just claim the throne. We would become come into a union with them. I think that may be a good thing to do for now. Okay, let's see what else do we have here. I think that is going to be something we will do. Yeah, losing some population here. Books are in short supply. What I do want to do also queue up is some hospitals here. This will cost us a decent amount of money, but what I do want to do is get some hospitals going. Well, let's get one going in Sevilla, one going in Toledo, and one going in Cordoba here. Then we will go ahead and switch the market. If I can, hold on. There we go, Burgos Market. We will go ahead and do hospital here. Then we will go ahead and put one in Maldolid, one in here, here, and we don't have any money for now. I just want to put some hospitals in some of my most populated provinces and see how it goes. I didn't go over any of these, the distribution of power. Obviously, more crown land is better for us. We will kind of deal with that as it comes. But for now, thanks a lot for coming and watching this first episode, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.